listening to Track Star. I really like that song. Are we going to record that next?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yay.
I'm glad you like it because I don't know where that song came from. I was just kind of like just riffing, and then I'm a Track Star came out. And I was like, well, what does that mean? It just came. I was like, I can't believe I wrote
that. It's good. I really like it. And I like all the little analogies you have in there. So I'm thinking like, how am I going to equate with her depth on my writing, on my portion of my writing? So I have to really dig deep.
It's gonna be a SZA premiere. I was thinking about that. I was listening to this song. I was in Smart and Final, and I think India Irie came on some song about something about how perfect the relationship was, and I was like, perfection doesn't make masterpieces. Pain does.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this project about empty nesting and an ambivalence about a long-term relationship. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure someone has attempted to express themselves with these topics, but your music and
your melodies and your lyrics
and I just think that we're doing that. This is I think it's a good project.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good project. I feel so fulfilled
mm-hmm.
in this creative process. And no matter what happens, it's all good. I mean, it's better than good.
Well, it makes me feel good every time I hear our song like almost done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's like I'm excited to let the world hear what we're doing.
Yes. I've always said, I know that I can market and promote something that I really super believe in. And because we're down in the dirt and we're doing the work ourselves,
mm-hmm.
and we're like in the trenches with the creativity, and we really believe in what we're doing,
Mm-hmm.
that I mean, I'm balls to the wall. I'm balls to the wall on this.
Me too. Yay!
Yay! La, 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 la. I was in Smart and Final, and a song by Amy Winehouse came on. Well, I don't know the words. I wish I did. I
like to drive. That's
won't you come over, Valerie?
My friend just recorded that and sent me a video of it.
Did he? It's a he?
Yeah. Let me see.
Won't you come over, Valerie? Whoop, 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 whoop. That girl was bad. Won't you come over, Valerie? So that song gives me. I didn't even know. I swear, when she first came out, I was just like, I'm not getting on her job. And it wasn't until after she died.
Well, he's singing over her.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I think he just played the guitar.
Oh, you come over, Valerie. Yeah. I hear it. Ooh. Yeah.
Valerie.
Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Yeah. Legendary. You know what? I went to the mall
Mm-hmm.
and I felt like I was back in the 80s
Mm.
because they opened up that store. I guess it's called FYE for your entertainment.
Mm-hmm. I don't
And so it's sort of like I guess like a video game store, music. So they sell CD.
oh yeah. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
That one, and they closed it down.
they reopened it back at the
Oh.
Sherman Oaks Galleria, and they have a section for vinyl, and they're selling turntables. I was like, oh my God, I'm having a flashback.
I know it. What's it called? What's that other clothing store?
Urban Outfitters?
Urban Outfitters. I've seen
Uh-huh.
them sell turntables and vinyl in there too.
Yeah, even I walked into Marshall's, and they were selling turntables in there.
Hmm.
It's like, wow,
That's
what's
the
old is
thing
new again?
now.
That is crazy.
I know.
That is so crazy. But I guess it's not, because they say the fidelity of vinyl,
It's
you
different.
can't beat the warmth of it.
Yeah.
It's interesting. That's interesting. Oh, and actually we had talked about putting our project on vinyl.
Mm-hmm. I think we should.
Yes, I do too.
Oh,
Mhm.
we were supposed to talk about the SZA album, but
I didn't analyze it. I just noticed, I just made an observation from the
Mhm.
first album to the second album,
Mm,
and I can hear how they're trying to evolve her talent
mhm,
into the next superstar.
mm.
The production is a little more slick. The songs
Yeah.
are a little bit more structured, even though her essence is still there. I can see
Mhm.
where they're trying to push her into
Like,
pop stardom in a
yeah,
sense.
something more structured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it. I
Hmm.
did
I
like it.
liked it, but there was just something about the first album to me that was more artistic. I feel
Oh,
like this one was more mainstream.
I agree. I agree. And because I was reading the Wikipedia on her, and that album, the first one, is like one of the top 500 albums of all time or something. It's
Oh,
like the top
really?
500 list. Yeah.
Mm.
So I guess the critical acclaim on it was very high.
Mm.
I mean, I get that from listening to it. It's not, I
Mhm.
mean, but I see that the second project is a little bit more slick.
Yeah. And speaking of artists, I was listening to the radio today and they were interviewing the girl that's playing Whitney Houston. She's British. Did you know that?
Girl, all the great soul singers are British.
But she's not singing. She's not even a singer.
All the great black actors now are British. They're either British or they're from somewhere else. It's
I
like
know.
the industry is like, okay, you're from the States.
Yeah.
You're not exotic enough. You're just a US black.
That's not fair because it's it's you guys who made this thing. Whitney
Oh.
Houston made her mark in the world.
Oh, I know. A lot of US blacks. Pop culture is driven by American black culture.
Hmm.
But humans are like that. Give me something new. I want something new and shiny. It's human nature.
I just think it's too soon to do a Whitney
Oh, the
Houston
Whitney,
thing.
I'm not interested in seeing it.
Me neither.
I'm not. I'm not.
So why are you not?
Because Whitney was larger than life. She was already the movie.
Yeah, right. And there's movies with her in it. So
Yeah,
you can
it's
watch
like,
those.
yeah, it's like you nah. If I guess for people who didn't live through her career, I mean,
Mhm.
I remember the first time hearing "Up in Stolen Moments." I mean, like, I remember first hearing her voice, and I'm like, oh my God, who is that? Who is that?
I think
And
I
then
was
just,
on the bus on the way to school when it came on.
man, I remember when where I was when I heard Mariah Carey. I was working at the Good Guys back in the service center in the
Mhm.
warehouse. And I was like, who is this? When she did that, I'm not even gonna try to sing it. What was it? My Destiny or Vision of Love. Oh my God, they play that song like forever, but it was Mariah. I was like, who is this girl?
Yeah,
So it's like, I don't want to see a movie about someone that I watched the movie
I know.
live
We
as it
watched it.
happened.
Yeah, that's why even Naomi, as young as they are, she's like, Whitney's barely been gone. Like, why are they already doing a movie about her? Like, we all know about her.
Yeah. So
That was weird to
I
me.
don't know. Maybe it's good, but I don't know. I don't have no interest in seeing
Mm-mm.
it. I'll catch it on, I don't know, Lifetime or somewhere. Um, I am watching an interesting series on Hulu,
Which one?
Kindred. It's
Mm.
based on Octavia Butler, who
Mhm.
is an African American science fiction writer, highly regarded. And I know why I didn't read the book is because it focuses on slavery, but it is a time travel book. So
Mm.
there's the science fiction, and it's about a
Mhm.
modern day girl who has this interesting power, or something happens to her where she's dragged back into slavery times, her and her white boyfriend. And
Mhm.
so they're navigating being on a plantation, trying to get home, trying to solve the mystery of why she's able to travel back and forth, but she's considered a slave, but she's modern, and she's trying to help the slaves, but it's having some negative repercussions. So it's an interesting study of how, as modern people, we think we know how we would act if we were there. Like, I
Mm.
remember back in junior high school, and when Roots came out, and the kids would be like, I know if that was me, I'd knock the master, I'd kill that master, I'd do this and I would do that, and you can't make me work in no fields and this and that and this and that. And you could say that all you want, but what the series brings out is that those people were a community. They
Mm.
were a community, and they were interconnected, and what one did affected the whole
Mm.
community.
Mhm.
So you had to really think about how, if you wanted to run away, the moral dilemma you would have
Mhm.
in leaving the others behind to suffer the repercussions of you being free.
Mhm.
And it explores some of that, and it's interesting because you got this white guy who's very liberal, and he's trying to not blow his cover, with the other white guys who are, who are masters and being, disrespectful, and the children saying the N-word, and she's like, the girl is like, don't say that to me. And it's so funny because her accent is like so like Hollywood. And so she's like, she's back in slavery time. She's like, don't talk to me like that.
They're probably like,
They're like, where are you from? They're like, you need to get your girl in order. You need to get your girl straight. That's what they're saying to the white guy. And he's like, okay, I'll work on that.
oh, so her boyfriend is traveling with her?
Yeah. She made him travel. First couple times she traveled by herself, and
Hmm.
then he happened to be there the third time, and she grabbed a hold to him, and he ended up coming with her.
And this is
So
called Kindred.
it's called
on Hulu?
Kindred. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, it just brings up some very interesting themes about individual desire, freedoms, goals, and that we have as individuals versus what's good for the community. That was the last episode that I saw.
Mhm.
That theme was there for me, and I was like, damn, that's kind of deep.
Well, that brings me to I've been watching Handmaiden's Tale. Have you heard of that?
Oh yes.
I guess the lady that wrote the book was just writing a fiction about what would happen if this happened.
Yeah.
And then I guess Black women are like, that did happen to us, but
Right.
they're looking at it like, oh my gosh, like this is awful. But it's like somebody did actually go through that at one
Yeah.
time and
And that,
probably
and
still do.
yeah. In fact, they bring that up, that there is a character. It's just a trip. There's a character in there, and she's the master's play toy,
Mm,
but she wanted so badly to get out the fields. She was like, "That's cool with me." She
mm,
has her own cabin. She doesn't have to work in the fields. It's just like, it's just interesting that someone would make that decision, but it's like the lesser of two evils. It's like you're
mm-hmm,
working in the fields 10, 12 hours a day, breaking your back
mm-hmm,
versus dealing with him for maybe a night or two in a
mm-hmm.
week. It's just, yeah. Handmaid's Tale, I couldn't believe they assigned that for reading in, I think she was in high school. I don't know why I ended up reading the book. But when I started reading the book and I like saw the scenes and I read the scenes like with the dude and how I was just like, oh my God,
I
what
know.
are the kids? Why are the kids reading this book? It should be banned.
Well, Nia, when we were watching it, she was like, "Oh, I don't even remember what happened because I didn't really read the book. I just read the what do you call that? The
Oh,
little
the
short
cliff
one."
notes
Yeah.
or the spark notes.
Yeah, so hopefully they didn't go into detail. Um,
Oh, I couldn't believe. I was like, they got you guys. And I even said to the teacher, I was like, excuse me, I am really uncomfortable with my daughter reading this book. It's very explicit.
what did
It's
they
not like the Scarlet Letter and they intimate to what she did,
right.
like adultery. No, this is like straight full on, like describing the
Oh,
whole
they did.
act
Oh gosh. I
in the
never
book. Oh my God. It was just like the freaking show.
well, even the show, they show like I don't even like to talk about it, but like the man, he's standing there and then the girl's laying there and then the wife
I know. I know. It's like,
and then they're like whatever, but
and she's just like rolling her eyes, like, hurry up already. Like, but I can just imagine if you're going through that, you just freaking have to turn off.
yeah.
You have to like separate yourself from what's happening to your body.
Mm,
It's like schizophrenic.
yeah. I'm sure they have a lot of mental problems with women that have to, endure those things.
Yeah.
It's not
That show, I watched it up until I think I didn't finish the last season. It was good, but it was heavy,
yeah.
heavy.
So that brings me to speaking of heavy, have you had a chance to watch the movie that we're working on music for? I guess we shouldn't really talk about it in detail, but
Yeah, we
how
can't.
did you feel?
Well, I watched about a third of it. There was some things in there that a sensitive subject, which we probably shouldn't even talk about
Yeah, we won't talk about
on.
it.
Yeah,
But just so
because
all you know, we're working on music for an independent movie, so we hope to be able to be included on that. We're excited about it.
yes, definitely, definitely. Someone that I work with, I was working on a budget modification for our playground matting project, and he was like, "Oh, I heard you sing," and I was like, "Oh, you did?" And he was like, "Because I'm in the industry as well."
Oh,
He does writes movies, he does music for videos, and I guess he's scoring some movies and
hmm.
this and that. And he's been grinding for like the last 10 years.
Mm,
And it's just getting to that place where like he has a couple of multi-million dollar projects like
mm.
in the pipeline that are like
Oh,
this close to closing. I was like, you go. That's cool.
well, it
All
was
right,
good
Leah.
talking to you, Valerie.
Good talking to you too. And you too, Melodies.
Yes, bye, Melodies. We want to tell you all to make sure everybody subscribes.
Right there. Right
Right,
there.
right there.
Where is it? Where's the bell
I don't
anyway?
know. Somewhere here. or over
Okay.
there.